in a cold water hotel.
Oh, hey. Laurel just brought me to the most amazing lunch spot. Here it is here. Well, it's more like brunch. We sat right here. It was adorable.
Oh my god. Cleveland.
Ohio City, technically, is where we're at. So this is where we just ate. It's called Le Petit Triangle Cafe. Yeah. Nice little pan for you. Yeah. This nice little outdoor seating area. Laurel's modeling. Very nice. So yeah, we are in an area I haven't been in many a year. I think we were discussing how there was a Mexican restaurant we went to.
Yeah, but I got pad thai there. So, random place. I think it's this.
Is that it?
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
Johnny Mango. World Cafe and Bar.
The mems. We should just do a little mosey.
We should.
Let's just mosey.
Mosey on out.
Let's just mosey. Well, I've got like my camera, my tote bag. It's 85 bags. Oh my gosh. Okay, no offense to American Airlines, but I just don't,
they suck. They're
but I
the
just
worst.
don't think it's right that you reserve a pile of blankets for first class and then proceed to blast the cabin with Arctic air and then don't offer me a blanket. Not just don't offer me one, but lie to my face and tell me that they don't exist.
Yell at you, really.
Literally, she was like, we don't have any blankets. And then I'm literally walking out of the plane and I was like, oh, all these blankets in first class. They must have been very cozy. So we're, oh,
It's so cute.
right, Brighton. There's super cute houses. This is, I don't know, it's kind of like a historic district, right?
Yeah. Very historic.
Cleveland. Is it technically Cleveland Heights?
Is
this the Heights?
Technically Ohio City. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a Phoenix.
This is super cute.
My shoelace
Look
is
at this
coming
one.
undone.
Look at this one though. Look at the hydrangeas. Gorgeous. So yeah, we're just gonna walk around the streets a little bit. I never come down here when I come home. Just hanging out.
Just you know, laces.
Just laces coming undone. I don't really come downtown much or really to the central Cleveland area when I'm in Menor.
It's so cute.
Which
There's
is
been
super
so many
cute.
renovations.
It's a thing now, and it's not just because the Cavs won the NBA Finals, but I think it's
just like the icing on the cake.
It's the icing on the cake, but I will say Cleveland's getting a lot more press, it's getting a lot more PR, it's getting a lot more kind of
RNC.
Beneficial things said about it.
Yes, for sure.
Positive versus
Positive.
100
We're
years
not the
of
mistake
negative.
on the lake, okay?
Leave us alone. You really need to get littlemountainlaurel.com going.
Yeah, you know,
because
one of those days.
now people are desperately looking for amazing lifestyle and travel bloggers in the Cleveland area.
Oh, I can be
you
the
can tell
first.
the Cleveland story. It would be
That would be
amazing. Seriously though, like
do that.
I love my blog about LA because I like shedding positive light on LA because a lot of people hate on LA. You can do the same
People
for Cleveland.
really hate on Cleveland.
People really hate on Cleveland.
But it's so good. It's like top 10 foodie places in the country.
I heard that. It's a cute little cafe situation right here. This is just gonna be a really long walking tour of Ohio City. But I love it. And I wanna shed positive light on my hometown.
True.
I've never hated on Cleveland, but I will say.
Who wants to be in it?
You wanna be in it? Say hello! So Cleveland people are the best.
So friendly.
So friendly. Got those Midwest vibes going. I think it was just more like people would be like, oh, do you miss it? And I think growing up here, I always say the lake is beautiful. Growing up at the lake, growing up in the town that we're from was amazing. It was like the perfect kind of suburban upbringing. If that's what you're looking for, it's the best place to have that. But I feel like Cleveland and kind of the urban center, it wasn't really something we experienced when we were little.
We didn't go.
It was like field trips to the Science Center, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame,
Art Museum.
Art Museums, West Side Market, but in terms of like a walkable place with restaurants and shops and events, it didn't really exist. But now it does, which is really quite exciting. And I'm all about urban development.
Yeah, it's great.
And people living on city as well. So our high school, well, we each went to public high schools, played this school, which is one of the many private schools in our area. So you can see here, channeling some Harvard vibes. We should take some pictures here for sure. But I've never been to it, which is crazy. I mean, I must have been to their football stadium or something for
I don't know.
a football game, or I think my brother played them in tennis, but I've never seen the actual school.
My school definitely didn't.
Yeah.
Play. Little old Perry.
Look at this. Discovering our own hometown. Very exciting.
It's so pretty.
When your heart is ringing like a bell, like the voice of the ocean, it's living in a shell, in a cold water hotel. The terrible timing of your blue eyes.
Now we are headed to, in traffic, one of my favorite places in Cleveland to go to, which I haven't been to in years, which is the West Side Market. Let's get lost.
Chandelier love high above our heads, a thing that belongs out of reach, out of reach. Blue light in the highway frame, I'm standing in my way, and I don't know how to say that no one knows where I'm from. No one knows where I'm from. I get my loving on the run. I'm nervous all the time, shaking hands.
Laurel and I are now on the balcony at West Side Market, which is normally crazy crowded,
So many people.
but because it's not a Saturday, it's a Wednesday mid-afternoon, it is empty.
Nobody.
And we get this view. Laurel's probably the best Cleveland tour guide.
Been here a few times.
Been here a few times. Stared at the cannolis for probably too long.
Too good.
Like I just want all of them
Everything.
in front of me. A lot of like meat vendors, poultry vendors, but then there's like crepes, sweets,
All
European
kinds of
delicacies,
sweets.
herbs, cakes, fish, dairy, and then there's a whole other section that's produce that's not in the main kind of atrium area. But it's slightly cooler in here than it looks like, but not by much.
86 degrees.
Yeah, so we're just gonna keep meandering around and getting lost and hopefully finding some ice cream soon.
Used to be your pain has now become mine. I'm nervous all the time. The terrible timing of your blue eyes, wanting more than you need, and the chandelier love high above our heads, a thing that belongs out.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Very sweet cat mango.
Yeah. Very good.
The highway frame, I'm standing in my way, and I don't know how to say that no one knows where I'm from. No one knows where I'm.
We just had a lovely little break at Coffee Cafe, which Laurel and I explored how many years ago?
8 years ago
8
or
years
something?
ago, maybe. We're not even
First
sure
time
if
I
it
ever
was.
came down here.
Was that the first time?
That was the first time I came downtown with you guys.
Basically, they have air conditioning, so that was the main selling point.
The best thing.
I don't know if it was called Coffee Cafe the last time that we went to visit the restaurant, but it definitely looked exactly the same inside.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate that they haven't changed
Changed it.
anything. And they've got free water, which is also really great.
Free water is always good.
Free water, and we enjoyed
Don't
some.
expect that when you go to England.
Yeah, and we enjoyed some fresh strawberries that I got. West Side Market, 2 boxes for $3, which is kind of insane because in LA one of those would have been $3.99. We were considering Mitchell's ice cream, but we're both feeling pretty full and I don't think I would finish it, and that would just be a waste. So we'll just have to table that for another day. Starting to cool down, which I'm very much excited about.
Yes.
And I'm very proud that we are doing so much walking today because this is basically my workout.
Workout for the week.
Workout for the week. Look at us, walking around, not eating ice cream.
Not eating ice cream, we're so good.
Champions of Cleveland.
I get my loving on the run.
Thought it'd be a really good idea to drive through downtown Cleveland so that I could see the Chandelier and some of the newer, I don't even know what you would call them, like squares and
Public squares, a new public square,
and a new casino.
But there's an Indians game and it just ended.
So there's a lot of traffic, but it's still a gorgeous day and it's still amazing to see everything bright and sunny, because normally when I'm in Cleveland, it's the holidays.
No sun.
Not so bright and sunny, pretty miserable usually. So it's a beautiful day. We just happen to not be the only ones who thought it was a beautiful day to frolic around downtown Cleveland. So we are just making our way down Prospect, slowly but surely.
Really, really slow.
I have to say that the Prospect is pretty bleak.
Yes.
That one's for Alex.
We found it!
Yay!
It was worth it.
So worth it! Playhouse Square! The one place we were allowed to go to as children. We finally saw the Chandelier.
We did.
Only took, I don't think it was a full 40 minutes,
pretty
but it
close.
felt like 3 hours. Traffic was insane, but we made it and we got right under there.
We did.
And I got some great footage that you will have
Chandelier
seen.
footage.
Great Chandelier footage. Chandelier. And then I was gonna Snapchat it, but then I panicked because I couldn't remember the correct spelling of chandelier. Might be partially heat, partially the traffic. That's what I'm gonna blame it on.
Also the no sleep.
Also the sleep deprivation thing. Spelling's not so good on Snapchat right now. So we are headed back east side, which is great because apparently everyone that was leaving downtown, the traffic was all going westbound. So we're very grateful we live on the east side of
Lucky us.
Cleveland. So we are headed back to the home front now. And yeah, thank you for my adventure day. Best friend
Welcome to
ever. Yeah, seriously, it really feels like a new Cleve.
New Cleve.
New Cleve.
It's a new day.
New day, new Cleve. And now we say bye Cleve.
Bye, Cleve.
Bye Cleve.